Oop, there you go. Hello and welcome to Battle of Wits, a comedy game show unlike any other. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have an amazing lineup tonight. To my left, we have Mike Paterson. Hello, Mike. How are you this evening?
I'm so excited to be here. I don't know what I'm going to win, but I imagine I'm going to win something, and I'm excited about that because I need stuff.
Amazing. It's $10 million, actually.
What?
The show is much more high budget than it looks, and high stakes. I should have let you guys know that.
What?
A life-changing amount of money. I'm actually an eccentric billionaire. And
is that shirt made of diamonds?
Yes, it is. It's very sharp. There's a lot of blood under this. And below me, we have the wonderful Aliya Kanani. Hello, Aliya. How are you?
Hi, very good. How are you?
I'm excellent, thank you. Thank you for being on the show tonight.
I'm stoked to be back. I had so much fun last time.
Yes, I'm excited for you to be back as well. And to my diagonal, we have the wonderful Carly Baker. Hello, Carly. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. I'm ready. It's actually past my bedtime. Yay.
Oh, wow. Okay. We'll make this quick because
no.
It's Friday night. We got a party until about 9:15 and then bedtime.
This is hilarious because I just did bedtime with my baby, and now I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing stuff with actual adults.
Human beings.
Instead of a 9-month-old. So this is awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually had a coffee at 7, so I'm up all night. Let's go.
I had a cup of tea and I'm shaking. I don't know how when shows were on, I would have a Red Bull at 8:30 and be like, time to go do shows. A different version of me in lockdown.
Right.
All right. And hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for joining. You can play along. You can make funny quips if you so please. And now we will get started with our first round, the warm-up round. So in this round, I will ask you some interesting questions, and you will answer to the best of your ability. Okay, so I will give points kind of to whoever I feel like giving points to. So try to make me laugh, or if you know the answer, tell me the actual answer. Mike, because you're next to me, we'll start with you for this first question. In the original 1902 stage production of The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy did not have a dog named Toto. What type of pet did she have instead, and what was its name?
That is actually something that I know tons about. It was actually a parrot. And the parrot's name was Crackers. So it was like, oh, no, I won't go without Crackers. And then Crackers was like, rah! And then when the flying monkeys came, the monkeys actually, because it was 1902, violence was allowed in the theater back then. So they ate because it was actual live monkeys with wings just attached. They weren't actual flying monkeys, but they were actual monkeys. And if anybody knows anything about a monkey, they will eat a parrot. They'll eat any bird they see. So they actually had to go and get a new parrot. There was no PETA back then to protest, and then many, many parrots died. So yes, it was a parrot.
Okay, good answer. And actually, I do think that's why the stage show closed, because their parrot budget just bankrupted them.
Too much.
It was too much. All right, excellent answer, Mike. Aliya, what is your answer?
Oh, I mean, as much as I appreciate where Mike was coming from, I do remember it being a lizard. She definitely had a lizard named Tiger, because it was a lizard, but its spirit animal was a tiger. And it was quite a mighty little lizard. Do you know what I mean? Caused a lot of issues because Lion obviously didn't like the fact that the little lizard thought it was a tiger, because it was kind of on my turf, and there was constant infighting, that you never really saw or spoke about, but it caused a lot of drama in the creature world around Dorothy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that she wanted to go home so she could feed her lizard, but anyway, it's fine. Yeah.
Excellent answer. And Nikki in the comments also thought it was a lizard named Phil. So, you know, it
Well,
looks like
but you used to call him Tiger lovingly. You know what I mean? Because it's a spirit animal. Get with it, Liz. Come on.
great minds think alike. Carly, what is your answer?
Well, it was originally a salmon named Horace. But the production crew didn't think it through because obviously a salmon has to be kept in water. It's not a small fish. They tried fitting it with actually like a little bubble on its head. And it was tragic because actually they went through Horace 1, 2, and 3. And it just didn't test well with the kids because the salmon kept dying and it was very smelly. And then the crew actually ate it.
Oh,
nice.
That's good. That's very good. That's actually how sushi was invented, right? Because they didn't have a stove backstage.
Yes.
So they just ate Horace raw.
Yes.
But very fresh because it was
very fresh. Yeah.
Very fresh.
It was
and
delicious every time.
Not PETA approved at all. Yeah.
Wow, those were all excellent answers. I really liked all of them. I think I'm gonna have to give the point to Mike, but that was a close round. Excellent job, everyone.
Parrot was a good one.
And money's coming.
Yeah.
We should have like a ka-ching sound every time. No?
Yeah. Ka-ching. Or like one of those money guns that they have in like rap videos and on A Double Shot of Love.
Yes.
I don't know what I want a money gun so bad.
I know, right? Mike,
I have several.
A rap video. Okay.
That'd be awesome.
So it was actually a cow named Imogene. And they changed it for the stage because they thought that a cow would be funnier than a dog, which is in the book. They just were like, cows are funny. Kids love cows because they're big. And yeah, so it was a cow named Imogene.
Oh.
Which I think is a lovely name.
It is I mean, if you're going to name
I wonder
a
if
cow.
that was, do you think that, the scene with the tornado?
Mm-hmm.
You know that scene with the tornado, though, where there is a cow like flying? You think that was Imogene?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. That could have been like a little reference.
Yeah, okay.
Interesting. That's a little like Easter egg. Okay, our next question. Aliya, we will start with you for this one.
Okay.
A one-way trip on the Trans-Siberian Railway, the longest railway in the world,
of course,
involves doing what 3,901 times?
Well, jumping jacks.
Oh, wow.
Because you're going to sit for so long because it's such a long train ride. And so they want to make sure that your heart has enough beats ahead of time so it doesn't stop when you're in transit.
Yeah,
it's like a medical thing. It's like a medical thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like a cardiovascular. It's very complicated, Elspeth, but trust me, it checks out. Like, you know what I mean? From what my studies, show that it's they go a little excessive. You know what I mean? 3,000 would be enough, but they always like to add a little extra because you never know what people's health situations are, and you got to make sure that they have the tolerance for such a long journey.
That's true. It's a very good point. Does everyone have to do it all at once, or is it like in a car by car situation?
No, it's a well, it depends on which fare you buy. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Because if you're trying to get like a deal, then you got to line up, and that takes longer because then you obviously have to go ahead of time. But then if you buy like the bundle, you know what I mean? If you get the upgraded fare, then you do it in like a group setting, so that you only have to arrive about 80 minutes ahead of time, depending on how quickly you jump jack.
That's true. Excellent. Interesting. I'm learning something new here.
Mm-hmm.
Carly, what is your answer?
Well, we'd like it to be as healthy as jumping jacks, but it's actually shots of vodka. That's required when you're obviously on the train, just so that you feel, like a local once you arrive, and you can put up with the cramped conditions and the wonderful bathrooms and the smell, really. And the sausages, they serve you so many sausages, you're going to need those shots of vodka.
Yeah. Nothing like vodka and sausage in your stomach on a confined space. It's a really lovely odor coming out of those train cars.
They pair really well. Yes. And possibly some sauerkraut. Yeah, it's really nice.
Excellent answer, Carly. Mike, what is your answer?
I'm so sorry. I hate to mansplain here, but both of you ladies are wrong.
Wow, Mike. Wow.
Wow. Canceled.
Obviously what it is, it's peyote or DMT or licking a frog, because it is the Trans-Siberian Railway. And in order to travel from one Siberian to another Siberian, you're going to have to expand your consciousness. So if you lick the frog, then you can go into another Siberian. And then so there's all kinds of different Siberians in the world. There's like a Siberian where the Nazis won, and then you got to go fight Nazis. And then sometimes you go into a different Siberian where everybody's got a beard, and you're like, oh no, it's the evil Siberian. And sometimes there's dinosaurs. So it's kind of you got to keep licking it to still stay on the orchestra. That's what I'm going to say it is. It's DMT in order to take the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Excellent answer. You mentioned that in one where everyone has a beard, they're all evil. So are you in the
I don't know, if
evil
I
world?
was in that Siberian, I would probably be clean shaven. Like this.
Got you.
Oh God, yeah, that's way more
I
evil.
was 2004 in my studio.
Wow, another just.
And yes,
really...
I am evil.
Yeah.
Mike, was that you?
What? In that picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
I
out of
did
here.
a play where I died, and then they presented it at my funeral, and I got to keep it. So I used to look like that, and that was back when I had I had a bandana hair system. Like it's a system that you put a bandana on, and then nobody knows you're balding.
Nice.
It works like a charm.
I like the way you phrased that. You made it sound like one of those late night infomercials. The bandana hair system.
I know, right?
For $9.99, I'll give you 5 bandanas.
Amazing.
It's a really big thing in 2002.
Comes with an instructional video on how to tie it just right to hide everything.
I should totally make this.
You should totally do it.
Yeah,
I should travel back in time
Come with
on the Trans-Siberian Orchestra and then make myself an infomercial like I should have done in 2002.
There you
I
go.
was just too broke ass to own a camera.
Excellent answers. There's some good answers from Aloe here. Sipping tea. And I like that one.
That's what Aloe's doing right now. I think Aloe's just saying what he's doing right now.
And shoveling coal. Those two pair well together. You need the tea to energize you before you shovel coal. So I think that would work. I'm going to give the point to that one to Aliya.
Thank you.
But excellent work all around. And now it is time.
Sorry, suckers. No, just.
Now it is time for our final question of this round. Carly, you will start this one. Ray Newby was the first person to do what?
Could you repeat the name, please?
Ray Newby. Newby.
Oh, okay, yeah, with the Y, right? Not the IE.
Not the other Ray Newby.
Okay, that was the first person. It's actually the inventor and the first person to get a patent granted for the electric fork that winds your spaghetti. There was a need for it, possibly an idea for an infomercial. It filled the space. He was really inspired by his uncle who invented the electric turkey carving knife. And he just thought, we're going more international with foods these days. And that was the first patent.
Excellent. Maybe. And I haven't noticed a lot of electric spinning forks lately. They went off the market. Can you tell me why they're no longer available?
It's a really sad story. I shouldn't laugh. Actually, tragically, there was a woman in Ohio. She was so into Italian culture, crockery, whatnot, those little skinny breadsticks. It actually tragically got caught in her hair. You know, that would be
I
a
heard about
real
that.
danger for Mike with his face hair.
Thoughts and prayers.
And yes, got caught in her hair. It was a tragic accident. Rest in peace. Anyway, so no, I don't even know if you can find him anymore.
Yeah,
and if you do, you should get it out of your house if you have it. So.
Yeah, they will come and find you in the nighttime when you're sleeping. Just twist your hair off. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent answer, and thank you for warning us of the dangers of these forks that are very real and exist. Mike, what is your answer?
Well, so I'm 47, so I'm a little bit older, so I know a little bit more about stuff.
Wow.
Ray Newby was the first person to ever be the frontman, lead singer of Our Lady Peace, which is famous band, but for a long time Newby was their singer, and but he kind of would make a lot of mistakes. So he'd be like, "'Cause the world's a subway, subway." He was singing about the restaurant Subway, and he would be like sandwiches, and he'd be like, "No, the world's a subway, bro. It's like what you get on." And he'd be like, "Yeah, like the Subway sandwich." And they're like, "No, Newby, no." And then they fired him. And then they got that other guy, Rain, whatever, and then the rest is history.
Wow, excellent answer. Aliya, what is your answer?
Those are both very excellent answers, I must say. Although, Carly, I feel like you're getting mixed up, because it was Jack Newby, the brother of Ray Newby, that invented the electric fork. And I know those guys, they even look alike. They get mixed up all the time. So don't even feel bad about it. It's not a big deal. But Ray was the first person to give himself a hickey on his own neck. Still the only person who's ever done it. In fact, you can probably reference this in the Guinness Book of World Records. I'm pretty sure he's still the only one who ever was able to do. I know, Mike, you look really impressed, as you should.
Well,
Ray was a very impressive young man.
I'm looking at self-pleasuring things, right?
Yeah,
Am I right?
Right snack on his neck, which sounds impossible.
Yeah, how did he do it?
Everybody except young Ray, who was a flexible young man with a very long pout, who was able to stretch and twist in ways that most humans aren't able to. Unfortunately, he couldn't ever find a way to monetize this talent of his. Tragically, but luckily for him, because Jack, his brother, who made all that money off of the fork, was able to, help his brother out. So that's the story of.
Yeah, I bet Mick Jagger could do it if he tried.
To suck his own dick, and then he kind of broke his neck for a long time. He would tell everybody it was a broom ball accident, and we'd be like, "Oh man, he really gives her a broom ball," but it wasn't. It was crazy when we all found out. And it kind of has changed the relationship in our family with Perry Patterson. He's on Facebook.
And writing to him right now.
Yeah. Stop the show for 1 second.
I couldn't get that out of my mind. That's exactly like Perry. Except that he was actually able to do it.
That's wow. You know what? I feel like that anecdote and the fact that yours was music related gets you the point, Mike.
Yes!
Because the correct answer is he was the first person to be a radio DJ.
Ooh.
In 1909, at the age of 16, Newby played small records on a spark transmitter and therefore became the first disc jockey. So, good job, Newby.
He spun those on an electric fork.
That's true. That's a very good point. I did forget about that.
I really like Nikki's comment that I believe this was the first person to become a sim.
Yeah.
Like you're just playing Sims, and then all of a sudden you just, oh no, now I am a sim.
Oh no. That's what happens when you play Sims too hard. Yes. Let that be a warning to all of you. All right, at the end of that round, Mike, you are in the lead with 2 points. Aliya, you have 1 point. And Carly, you're a delight.
Good luck, Carly.
Fuck's sake.
Mike, I'm coming for you, Mike. Okay.
Okay, but not too hard. I got a bad back.
Oh, I forgot to give the train answer. The answer to the train question was cross bridges. So on the Trans-Siberian Railway, you cross bridges 3,901 times.
Whoa.
Cross bridges is Bo and Jeff Bridges' little known other brother.
I was angry.
I thought by bridges they meant portals. You know what I mean? From the DMT mistake, right? It also
That's true. Yeah.
Metaphorical bridges.
All right. The true bridge all along was friendship.
Oh.
Okay. Hopefully that's the last answer I forget. There's always at least one. Okay, now it is time for the What Does It Mean round.
Ooh.
In this round, I will show you some interesting words, and you will tell me, what does it mean? Aliya, we'll start with you with this first word, which is scrippophily.
Mm-hmm.
Aliya, what does it mean?
Scrippophily basically means, you know, when you sit down and you kind of train of thought, right? But like about like philosophical issues, you know what I mean? Like if you threw a thing at me, like, you know what I mean? Like what came first? You know what I mean? Like the chicken or the whatever. And then I just decided to like take that into like a philosophical journey and just go down that route. But I, rather than just like, you know, talk about it with you, I decided to actually write it into something. That's what that means. It's like an open brainstorm sesh of philosophical ideas written down.
Excellent answer. Very convincingly told.
Yeah, well, it's because it's true.
Well done. Carly, could you please tell me, what does scrippophily mean?
It's actually it's actually kind of a psychology term. I understand it sounds like something that's used in writing. Maybe incorrectly it's been used, you know, by men that way. But it, Mike, it actually is that kind of weird, uncomfortable feeling that some people suffer from when they touch scrolls or parchment or anything, you know, papyrus related. It's scrippophily. It's a strain. You can't put your finger on it, but
excellent.
You can finger the scrippophily.
Excellent answer. Buy the scrippophily a drink first. Mike, what is your answer?
Actually, it's you guys have pronounced it wrong. It's scrippophily.
Oh, thank you for the correction.
But scrippophily, it's the act of writing scripts. Like a lot of scripts are things that like things that you see every day, like in movie scripts or television scripts. And then scrippophily is just the act of writing them. You know, like when Matt Damon and that other guy wrote the script for Good Will Hunting, they won an Oscar. Their act of scrippophily allowed them to win an Oscar for writing that amazing script.
Excellent. Well done. There are some good answers.
I know stuff, you know?
Yeah. Good answers in the chat. Caitlin is saying a kink where you get turned on by script writers.
It's actually pronounced script. Sorry.
And
get from.
My mom, Janice, is saying angry letters written in Philly. I love that. That's really good. I get my beauty and my humor from her. She's great. Thanks, Mom.
I love it.
Janice!
Yo, bro, I gotta tell you about this. So bad. What is this game show I'm watching? They're writing a letter to an online game show.
The actual answer, the correct definition of scrippophily, is the study and collection of stock and bond certificates. I'm going to give that point to Carly.
Oh, thank you. 'Cause the actual answer is not sexy at all. Not at
exactly.
all. Not at all.
Also, stocks and what now?
Stock and bond certificates. I don't know. That makes me pretty hot under the collar.
I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to you all about Quest Trade.
Yes. Thank you.
Aliya, you could be doing better.
I know. I got to get into those Bitcoins. That's what I got to do.
NTFs are the way now.
I know. Actually, though, right? Apparently.
Yeah, I don't want a fungible token. Give me all the non-fungibles only for everything, please.
I've been buying a lot of crypts, and the crypts aren't gaining any that crypt currency. So I keep buying like dead bodies and crypts. I'm trying to make a cryptocurrency joke.
It took a second, but you got there.
You just buy crypts.
Listen, Mike,
I'm losing my shirt.
I don't know what an NFT is. I buy a lot of stuff on Marketplace. I don't think that's going to help me in the future. And when you said Crips, I thought about the movie with Sean Penn, Colors. So that's how old I am.
Nightmare walking,
psychopath talking.
Just a gangster walking. Sorry, we're from the 90s. Carly, we're from the same generation.
I know. Look at the photo behind you.
Colors. There was a movie called Colors with Sean Penn about gangs.
Interesting. Thank you for that.
There's a lot of rap in it.
I would like Mike to rap some more, please.
Yeah.
Zip up. Who am I? The girls in sugar. How can I make love to a fella in a rush? He's too much drunk. Sorry. I'm from the 90s. What do you want?
I was like, this is my jam. This is my old school. I love it.
That was
like 90s rap.
I love 90s rap. I grew up with 90s rap too.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
If you like 90s rap and like dad rock, I'm like all over it. So
yeah, those are both good genres, I gotta say. All right. I forgot what we were doing for a second.
Welcome to Mike Sings Rap.
The new show. Sing along with Mikey P.
Get that bandana out, Mike. What you doing?
Yeah. You need the bandana system. Okay, our next word is ferrule. Carly, what does ferrule mean? And if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, obviously, please correct my pronunciation.
No, it's good for your accent. You did good job. To ferrule is actually to macerate or to chew your food, each bite of food at least 100 times. You ferrule it. You ferrule it. And that was invented in, coincidentally, 1904 by the famous Ferris Herule of Vienna. And it went on with that whole health movement, and then came the cornflakes and the, bleeding yourself, etc. But we should all ferrule more, really, to ferrule with your mouth closed.
Very good. Good answer. Mike, what is your answer?
Oh, what ferruli is? You guys know what ferruli is. Well, it's pretty much what Dipping Dots is. Like Dipping Dots stole it, but like in Italian, in the Italian wonderful gelato places, if you order some ferrulis, it's like just little dots of ice cream that make a cone. So you can either eat like one individual ferruli, or you can eat one individual ferrule, or like multiple ferruli, which is that it's basically Dipping Dots. Like, the little, the little tiny ice creams. Like little tiny ice cream balls that make one big cone. You can eat it with a spoon, or you can eat it with your tongue. I personally take it with a spoon because I don't want to get it all over my beard. But yeah, that's what ferruli is.
Excellent answer. And Aliya, what is your answer?
I'm surprised that y'all don't know this because we were just talking about hip hop, and like this is like a corn hip hop slang. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little embarrassed for you, Mike. You were just rapping, and now you don't. You don't know what ferrule is, but okay. So ferrule is basically like it's like legit, like like if your homie, is like telling you something, and then you want to like verify. You know what I mean? Like, is this legit? You know what I mean? Like, are they on the real or are they just making shit up? Because you just never know. You'd be like, yo, you for real? And then if they say, yo, I'm for rule, then you know.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to try that out next time with my homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, if you ever hear somebody
never
saying
knew
for
that.
rule, like that is like blood is bond. Do you know what I mean? Like that's like you can't question a for rule. You feel me? Like a for rule is like I swear on my mama kind of thing. You know what I mean? But you don't have to like swear on your mama. You just say for rule. And so you for real? I'm for rule. Now y'all know.
Everyone, try it with your homies.
Try it with your homies. Yeah.
Okay. The chat has some good answers. Caitlin is saying it's from the Iron Age.
Oh.
Andrea is a pustule filled with iron. Nikki is on the same wavelength, saying it's the name of a 90s hip hop artist. Aloe, iron rulers to measure iron intake. Lots of iron. And
that
Janice
much iron
is saying it's Pharrell's real name.
Yo, Janice be killing it.
My mom is killing it tonight.
Killing it.
How does Janice know who that is? What is happening? She's
an elementary school teacher. The kids keep her young. Aaliyah, I'm gonna give you the point. The chat was actually
Yo, you for
rule. The chat was good with thinking it has to do with iron because it does have to do with metal. The ferrule is actually this part of the pencil. So it's the little metal part of a pencil that connects the eraser to the body of the pencil. The ferrule.
Okay.
Bring that up in conversation next time you want to dazzle people.
Like walk up to a stranger and be like, "That's a good looking ferrule. You got
You'd be like, get that ferrule out of your mouth."
You made that pencil sound sensual. This is the body of my pencil.
It's the body of my I'm gonna use this as a pickup line once things open up again. So I'm practicing like, hey. Is that a ferrule in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Okay.
It's about as big as a ferrule.
It's disappointing. Our final word of the night. Mike, we'll start with you for this one. Thalweg.
Oh, when you're thalweg, it's pretty much when you're thalweg when pretty much you wake up in the morning. You've been drinking a lot of mead. It's a Norse word. You've been drinking lots of mead on the fjord, and you wake up and you feel thalweg. It's kind of like when the alcohol goes into your legs and it kind of makes you thalweg, which makes it harder for you to pillage. It makes it harder for you to row the big boats, and it's very hard to keep your horned helmet on when you're thalweg. So what people try to tell you in Norway is to maybe like eat an egg or swallow like a Cornish hen to shave off thog-legginess in the morning. It's a good recipe for stopping the thaw legs. So so watch it when you're drinking mead. Don't mead in boat is what they used to say. They used to always say, don't mead in boat or you'll get thaw-legged.
Fun fact, I spent some time in Norway as a kid because my mom's Norwegian, and they do swallow Cornish hens, but not in the way you think. They are alive and fully feathered.
Oh yeah.
Norwegians are tough.
I thought you meant like not in the way you think. Like I thought you were like,
How
did you know that? And where?
I mean, in some parts of Norway, that is how you do it. But
Yes, I didn't mean like fully alive. Because I've also been to Norway.
All right. Aliya, what is your answer?
So I just wanted to, correct Mike. It's not a thaw leg, it's a thaw weg. You are right about the thaw leg definition, but this is actually a thaw weg, which obviously you can work on your dyslexia later. But
they pronounce the W as an L, obviously.
Okay. So you're kind of appropriating here, I just want to say, because this is obviously an Indian origin word. I don't want you to feel bad or embarrassed about your racism right now, but you should a little bit. So while I'm explaining the word, you can take some time to self-reflect. So a thaw A tall wig, obviously derived from the veggie thali, which, as you all know, is a very popular dish in India. But then they, in short form, would call it like the thal veg. But then V's and W's in the Indian tongue, are interchangeable. So veggie thali became a thali veggie platter, and then a thal veg, and then a thal wig, and then that's where it comes from. Not Norwegian, although I do understand that it's a very similar word, Mike. So don't feel bad about it, except for a little bit.
Very well played, Aliya. Excellent answer.
I caught that. I was like,
go on the record.
I love how Carly's like, don't be sexist, Mike. I'm like, then also don't be a racist. He's like, I was just trying to have fun, guys.
I have to go explain to my wife that I'm canceled after this. I have to go leave my...
I did this really fun online game show.
How is that canceled?
You're gonna have to pack everything you own into a bindle and.
A bindle. There he goes, explaining to his wife again.
A rule. I do that. A rule.
Carly, what is your answer?
It's, I'm a little surprised, Elspeth, the fact with your, Nordic ancestry that you don't have. I mean, it's fine. I understand with the others, but I'm so international, and this is Germanic pronunciation. It's not any of the other places you mentioned that I've forgotten. It's actually pronounced talveg. You really like phlegm, like talveg. I don't know if you can really feel that talveg. And I'm shocked to even put this on here. It's a derogatory term used in Germany, used in the Netherlands for a divorced woman who is in a severe amount of debt. It's not a popular word, but tal means to talk, and veg means weighty, like talk about the weight. She's in a lot of debt, and she's probably going to have to swallow some Cornish hens in order to get out of it.
All right. Wow. That was an incredible round.
Heated. Things got heated.
Yeah, things got really heated. Aloe says, when you thaw out a frozen chicken leg. Andrea is when a dog gets a wedgie caused by its tail getting stuck between its hind legs. To which Nikki responded, corgis get them a lot. I love that. And Caitlin says it's Old Norse for earwig. The actual correct answer, you all had wonderful answers. You were miles away. It's a line connecting the lowest points of successive cross sections along the course of a valley or river. Obviously.
Oh,
I feel like we kind of took that word from my people, but okay.
I was actually just surveying a valley the other day. And I never even used that. That's wild. I should have. I didn't even know what I was doing. Out surveying as I do.
Yeah. Just for fun when it's -40 and windy. It's, got to get outside, enjoy the beautiful Montreal winter.
And the Montreal valleys.
Yes. Okay, at the end of that round, you all have 2 points. And now it is time for the knockdown drag out round. That is 2 truths and 1 lie, where things get heated.
Already? We're already there.
Already. So in this round, you will all tell us 3 stories. 2 are true, 1 is a lie, and we will grill you to find out which story is a lie. So if a liar gets the point for everyone they fool, and if you correctly guess, then you get the point. So there are a lot of points up for grabs in this round. Carly, you seem really excited, so I'm going to get you to go first. Please tell us. Oh, no.
That's nervousness. It's nervousness. Okay. All right. So you want me to just fire away?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay. I'm keeping it short. Because I'm keeping it real for real. For real. Okay. I titled these 3 statements, always a bride, never a bridesmaid. Okay. I've walked down the aisle a few times in my life, meaning as a bride. So in no particular order, number 1, first statement, I walked down the aisle while 3 months pregnant.
Oh.
Number 2, I walked down the aisle holding an iPad. Or number 3, I have walked down the aisle before I could legally drink.
Those are all very good.
Now, here's a question. Can I grill first?
Yeah.
Carly, you're an American, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
in America, you're only allowed to drink when you're 32, right? It's legal drinking age.
Yeah, it's actually 21. So they have it worked out. So you go straight from your mother's teat.
Wow.
You know, straight onto the bottle of Budweiser. Yeah. You want?
Because you're on your mother's teat until 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you found out that your mother is actually your father's sister, and then you have to move out of the country.
That happens in New Brunswick a lot as well.
So yes, 21. 21 is when you can legally drink.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 20 years old. I'm sorry, was that the first or the second time?
Yeah, the first time.
20.
And were you also 3 months pregnant at this time?
No.
Okay.
How old were you when you were 3 months pregnant?
It was what I didn't call it. I had been called a geriatric mother. I didn't enjoy that at all. I was 30. So
Hey, my wife just delivered a baby at 40 with a freaking mask on. She's a superhero. So
Yeah.
what superhero mask did she choose?
well, yeah, she chose a Spider-Man mask. No, we had a COVID baby. So
I was in my late
enough about
30s.
my baby. We're gonna find out about this aisle that you keep going down. I keep thinking of wrestling coming down the aisle.
Sunday.
What about the iPad? What was that for? I feel like I could guess, but what
was it for?
Yeah, were you like FaceTiming somebody
Yes.
walking you down the aisle via FaceTime or?
Oh, that would be a better answer. Yeah. It was in a way, it was my parents. My parents were on FaceTime.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's sweet. And where were you when you did that wedding?
Scotland.
And were you pregnant?
I don't know. No. And not to my, I drank at that wedding. So no.
You can drink in Scotland if you're pregnant. It's fine.
Yes.
Doesn't count there.
It was
me.
down on it if you don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you care about your baby's comfort?
Like alcohol goes around the placenta. You don't have to worry.
They're like,
The scotch.
she get her a second. She's drinking for 2.
Get her some. Scotland.
Yeah.
And what year was that?
That.
The iPad wedding.
The funny thing is that I'm going to let you do the math. It was almost 8 years ago.
Okay.
It was almost 8 years ago. And my husband and I forget our anniversary all the time. I'm going to let you do the math on that.
What was the iPad for again?
What was it?
What was the iPad for again?
My parents were on the iPad.
Mm-hmm. But you walked down the aisle with it, holding it?
Yes.
You didn't assign somebody to hold it so you could just like have your hands free while you're walking?
No.
Mm.
Did you like pass it off to the minister or something? When you
Well,
got
they don't. It's not religious. The weddings aren't religious in Scotland. It's an efficient. So of course I did not.
And most
hand it over
third
to a
weddings are not
minister.
religious.
yeah.
They're not. To get married in Scotland, my husband and I only had to prove, we were living in Germany at the time, and we only had to prove two things: that we were not related, at least not, we weren't second cousins, we were second cousins or further, and that neither one of us was already married to somebody presently. That's all we had to prove. But yes, of course, it got handed over to one of my other children.
How many people were at that wedding?
About 25 in body, and about 2 virtually in the metaverse.
Okay.
I think I know which one it is.
Okay. Aliya, do you have any further questions?
When was the iPad invented?
They definitely had them. This would have been 2014, if my math is correct. So
yeah, that iPad it was. I don't think it was one of the original ones, but it definitely just died. It did. It would only do email now. It just went. But
what version?
Wow, nobody cares that I went down the aisle not being able to legally drink, huh? You guys are like, yeah, we would have guessed.
Legally drinking in the States or in Canada?
That's like so late.
Yeah. What was that?
Legally drinking in the States or in Canada?
Oh, in the States. I had never set foot in Canada at that time or on a plane.
Oh wow.
What
What state were you in?
Missouri or Missouri.
And when they put the shotgun to you, I'm like,
you get
married, Carly.
Yeah, you do your bridal registry, and you go ahead and do that baby shower registry all at the same time. It's just a combined thing at Target.
Okay. Interesting. If there are no further questions,
I have so many questions, and it's my life. So,
Mike, what is your answer? What do you think is the lie?
I think it's the pregnancy.
Pregnancy? Okay. And everyone in the chat, feel free to guess as well. Aliya, what do you think is the lie?
I think it's all a lie.
It's all a lie.
Just a lie. Carly, God damn it.
Carly's not even real.
Michael, get this. I still want to tootsie this and be like,
Yeah.
I'm Dustin Hoffman.
Okay, Mike, I also think that the pregnancy is a lie.
Okay.
But now I told her the same thing as Mike.
Nobody thinks I have a uterus. It's a big juicy one.
Okay, the chat's going between pregnancy and iPad.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the iPad.
Pregnancy with 2 eyes. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the iPad.
Okay.
You're holding an iPad.
Aliya, you got iPad. Mike, you've got pregnancy. Carly, what is the lie?
The lie is that I indeed did walk down the aisle the first time, not being able to legally drink. I was not of age to drink. My second wedding, I was indeed 3 months pregnant. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, shit.
I know. I'm such a foul bag. And the lie is the iPad. I didn't carry it. It's almost a truth. My parents were sat lovingly on the first chair on the aisle.
That makes more sense. See?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My mommy had a big operation, and so they couldn't fly over. So.
Well done. So Carly, you get a point, and Aliya, you get a point. And Aliya, could you please tell us your 2 truths and 1 lie?
Sure. Yeah. So I once got so drunk off of a shot of vodka that I passed out off 1 shot. What was the other ones I was going to tell you? Oh yeah, I got married for a green card, but then that did not pan out. And I once killed a cow with my beauty. Questions?
Happens to the best of us.
With your what?
My beauty.
Your beauty?
Oh yeah, my beauty killed a cow.
Is beauty a euphemism?
I mean, it could be. We could talk later.
You named your gun Beauty?
Meet
Only
Beauty
one like
and
it.
the Beast.
This one
I
is
almost
mine.
Oh, those are all very good. Okay.
I just thought of them right
cow.
now.
You gotta talk about the cow.
Okay, so the cow, I was in Indonesia. Did not know that the Indonesian folk follow a lot of the Indian culture. So it's like a very big thing there. And I went to this like small place where there's like this like massive Hindu temple. And like as soon as I got there, like people started lining up to take pictures of me, like to the point where like I was out there for like 4 hours with like school children coming and taking pictures with me in front of the temple because they thought I was like some Indian goddess. And I was like, what is happening and how soon can I move here?
Yeah.
And be worshipped like I've always wanted to be. And then I was walking on a mountain. Oh,
You're frozen. That's a good way to get out of the lie.
She
Yeah.
killed the camera with her beauty.
Yeah. Yeah. She killed the computer with her
Okay.
beauty.
my beauty. Sorry. So then I was telling them about it. Like, and it was all these people from like Germany and Switzerland, and like there was this like lovely couple from Amsterdam, and we're like all walking, and I was telling them about how like I'm like a really big deal in Indonesia. You know what I mean? And they thought I was joking because I was joking around a lot with them about other things. So they thought that I was just being extra. And I was like, no, I swear it's true. But of course, there's nobody around to prove it because we're on a mountain. And then as we're walking down the mountain, this like farmer who was like picking stuff on the like mountaintop looks up. And as soon as he saw me, his like eyes opened so wide and he smiled from like ear to ear. And then as he smiled, he got so excited he let go of a string that he was holding that was attached to a cow that was on the mountain with him. And then when he let go of it, the cow went tumbling down the mountain. And then I assume died. I didn't see it because of my beauty. True story.
That poor cow, but I want that one to be true. Okay, interesting. I don't really have a follow-up on that one. Tell us more about the vodka.
Okay, so I was climbing Kilimanjaro, and I was at about 4,000 meters at one of the camps there. And the next day we were supposed to climb to the peak. And then there was a bunch of these. So I was there with my ex-partner, and we were sharing the accommodation with like a bunch of these like Russian ex-soldier guys who had like climbed all these random mountains, but they didn't speak like a breath of English, but they seemed very friendly because they would like wave and smile. And then at one point, the man like held up a cup, and I was like, oh, and then he's like, and I thought it was water because it was in a water bottle, and I was like, I'm okay, I got water. And he's like, no, not water, vodka, disinfectant. And I was like, oh, okay, because he was telling me to have it because my throat, because I was coughing. And then so then he came and then he poured some for me, but I was not calculating the effects of the altitude, and so I had a shot, and then I woke up. Yeah.
How much later was it when you woke up?
Like a couple hours.
She woke up on the Trans-Siberian.
Yeah. That was filled with sausages.
Yeah, well,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
They needed to be disinfected too.
Right.
And was this at base camp?
This was on the third night. So because base camp is lower. So this
And
is
that's where you learn how to play the bass, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Then we went to cello camp, and then we went to.
No, I love bass camp.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Quick question. I want to ask one quick fire question back. What island were you on in Indonesia? What island was
Very
that?
good question.
Oh, good question. So, with the when I was in the the Yogyakarta, which is where the temple is. That was
Is that Borobudur by any chance?
Borobudur is not. It's Borobudur is more west of there, but yes, yes. Well played. But then the volcano where I killed the cow on was more east. What was that island called? I don't remember. I could look at a map if you really like me to check. Okay.
That's fine. Tell us about this green card marriage that didn't work out.
That was very embarrassing. So
were you pregnant?
Very, very obviously. Couple times, couple pregnancies simultaneously. No, no, I thought that I wanted to move to the States, and I thought that that would be the quick fix solution to get because you guys know how expensive it is to get a green card, or not a green card, but like an O1 costs like $10,000 if you're Canadian. To like go through the legal process and stuff like this. And I was down there and I was on tour. I was in Boston, and then I met a comedian that was very cool. And we decided to get married because I explained to him that I was like, he's like, why aren't you out here touring more and da-da-da? And I was like, I can't because I don't have the papers. And like with my very Muslim name, I'm not gonna risk it because I'm already on the radar. And then he was like, "Oh, like you could just get married and then like have a marriage of convenience, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, who's gonna marry me?" And then he was like, "I will." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And we actually went through with it, but I didn't know, and this is really dumb, but they also follow up with like a bunch of other stuff before they give you your. I thought once we're married, like it's like okay, that's fine, but also it wasn't like a legal marriage that we did because I also didn't know that. Carly's looking at me like I'm an idiot. I didn't know. I thought you just like go to the chapel and you get married and then it's like, okay, great, give me my green card, motherfuckers. And then they were like, no, that's not how it works at all. And you have to go through the whole interview process and you have to get legally married and you have to all of this other stuff. And so then we just decided to part ways because we weren't gonna get married anyways. You know what I mean?
Did
like,
you never see the film Green Card with Gerard Depardieu? Everybody knows.
No.
Come on, Mike, help me out with this. You gotta know.
You gotta know. Fake marriage?
Huh?
Did you consummate this fake marriage?
Did we consummate this marriage? Nah, that motherfucker was trying though.
I want to hear.
I think that's why he was like, let's get married and see what happens.
No, you're supposed to. It's
we need to know that comedian's name.
I can't tell you that. That I can't say. I can't say that.
I'm so curious.
I know, right? Yeah.
Okay. So how long did this like charade last? How long was the whole process of trying? Like, was it just like you left the show and like Googled marriage and were like, oh, this is complicated? Or like, was it over the course of a couple of weeks or?
So he proposed. Like when we were like drinking after the show and we were having this conversation and then we went out and did it the next day. Like the getting the marriage thing.
What state? What state?
In Boston. Or Massachusetts, I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm. In Boston, Massachusetts.
I don't know if you can get married the next day. I don't think you can get married the next day in Boston.
You can. I did it.
You didn't.
Not legally.
Not
legally. Like it's like a fake marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was his cousin. He just was trying to consummate you.
Yeah, I mean, I can fake marry Madeline right now, you know, like
honestly, you kind of it was like a borderline, like, oh, I should have seen this coming. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any final questions for Aliya?
Come on, Mike. Hit her with something hard.
No, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
All right, Mike. What do you think it is?
I think it's the fake green card marriage.
Fake green card marriage? Okay.
Okay.
It's a good story. It's a good yarn.
Okay.
I
got a lot of yarn.
Like you didn't go all the way with whoever that loser comedian is.
Was that?
That story did not go all the way with me. Kind of like the way you didn't go all the way with that loser comedian in your story. That's why I had sex with you.
No,
getting married for.
Don't talk about my ex-husband like that.
Don't Meg Hines' husband.
And that's the part that I think is a lie. I think she did consummate it.
Oh,
okay.
Saucy.
I was tempted to say the cow, but I think I'm going to go with the green card thing too, because I think, listen, I've been married hundreds of times.
Yeah. Carly holds the record for most marriages ever.
Yeah, that's what you have to do on the Trans-Siberian Railroad. Many times. Anyway, so I think it's a green card too, because I don't think you could file it and then do it that quick. And I don't think you're that gullible to be like, oh yeah, let's just go get married over here. No.
Okay. A lot of people in the chat think it's the shot. Nikki thinks it's the lie. Janice believes the marriage story.
Ooh, Janice.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the marriage one as well, but I don't know. Those are all really well done. What is the lie?
Thank you. I'm so sad that you guys don't think that I could have gotten fake married for a green card.
But we thought you killed a cow with your beauty. Like
that does make me feel better. That does make me feel better. And that story is true. Thank you. I did kill a cow with my beauty.
What's the lie?
The marriage is a lie. I literally just made it up on the spot as we were talking. I'm like, it was inspired by all your marriages, Carly. I was like, I got married too, okay, bitch? I got married too. You're not the only one who's marriageable, okay?
I felt kind of personally connected to you there for a minute, because when I was in Scotland and then was no longer married and I needed to stay in Scotland, there were two comedians that were like, I'll marry you.
Yeah.
No,
like, the rest of the story is true, actually. The comedian was dead set on marrying me, probably because he wanted to consummate the marriage. I did consider it because I was like, that would save me $10,000.
Yeah.
And, you know?
No, I was gonna have to pay these guys electricity bills if I married them. There's no way I wasn't gonna have to.
No.
Not worth it. Okay. Mike and Carly, you both get a point for that one.
You're
and
welcome.
Mike, now it is your turn to tell us two truths and one lie.
Can I just say I'm probably not
but they're
going to believe
all
anything
wonderful
Mike says.
and entertaining yarns. Most are very braggadocious because I'm very brag-worthy. I once threw a snowball at George Clooney and hit him in the back, where the back of your neck is the back of his head, and he went, oh. I once told Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that in my profession of stand-up comedian, people refer to me as the most electrifying entertainer of his generation, which I stole from Vince McMahon talking about The Ultimate Warrior. And then he started using it about a month later on wrestling.
Wow.
Before I met my wife 17 years ago, I slept with 3 sexual partners, and they all had Catherine sort of names. One was Catherine, one was Katie, and one was Kathleen. And all of those are my stories.
I believe that one because in my early 20s, I went through an Alex stage. It was just like
Ooh.
Every guy was named Alex. And now I
can't
look at
Alexander.
Yeah.
Or they all just Alex.
They were all Alex.
Suddenly she
And like the name now just like my clothes are
Catherine,
thinking
Catherine,
about
I guess
Alex. I'm allergic to Alex's now. I've developed an intolerance.
That's hilarious.
I know.
What is your wife's name, Mike?
Kirstens or Kristens or Kirstens. You ever met girls whose name is Kirsten? My name is, oh, hi, Kristen. No, Kirsten. Oh, Kirsten. Yeah. And then you go, oh, hi, Kirsten. And they're like, oh, Kirsten. You mean, no, my name is Kirsten. And you're like, oh, sorry, Kirsten. No, you said it wrong. Yeah. It's Kirsten. And you're like, I'm fucking sorry. I don't know what your fucking name, I know, but I know what you mean.
It's like the Megans and the Megans, and you're like, but they're spelled the same? Okay,
Megans
special.
and Megans.
Okay, special.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, Megan's a fake
Crazy.
name. I'm sorry.
I know. I know. Wait, Mike, what is your wife's name?
Monica.
Oh, you broke the cycle. Good
Hey,
for
good for
you.
you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you just say Ponica?
No, Monica. Monica.
Hanukkah? I heard Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Monica.
I know.
Monica.
Okay, so Catherine, Katie, and Kirsten?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, Kathleen
Kathleen?
and Katie. My God. Katie was an actress. Kathleen was going to veterinary school. And Catherine was a poet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Were they all spelled with K's?
No.
Okay, because that would have been like a
Catherine was
KKK
with a C.
situation.
Yeah, that would.
That would be weird.
Mike, it's time you knew that all women are actresses when they have sexual relations.
Oh!
That's not true. It's always the best 3 minutes that they've ever had. My wife has told me this. She's like, yeah, oh, you're done. Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm like, yeah. She said, yeah, a lot.
Never with you, baby.
Could you fill in a bit more about the George Clooney situation?
I was filming a movie called Confessions of a Dangerous Mind that George Clooney was the director and he also acted in. And
You were in Confessions of a Dangerous Mind?
I'm in that movie. I'm the guy that eats too much pizza. And Sam Rockwell's he's gonna kill me for eating too much pizza, and it makes me dance on the table.
Oh my God.
I had many more scenes in that movie, except they got cut out and they're on the DVD extras. So
is it because you attached to George Clooney?
yeah, I got to act with I was directed by George Clooney for like 5 days, and I got to hang out with him and do shots with him. It was great. And he had snowballs. He was very into snowballs. He had a bucket and he would just throw snowballs at people, not actors because we're all in makeup, but nobody would get him. And I was like, I'll do it. And then I took a snow. I was quite far away, but I am a guy that has played some baseball and I was a lot younger. And I threw the snowball and I just got him right there. And he was like, who did that? And then nobody sold me out and it was great. It was really great. And it was pretty awesome. And he was a great dude.
Nice.
Okay.
Fine.
What city was that filming in at the time?
Montreal, Canada.
Oh, well, all right. And where were you when you had sex with all the K names, C names? What?
I was in Montreal, Canada.
Yeah, see, that's got to be a lie because it'd all be Marie somebody's. It would have been Marie.
No,
It was Marie Kathleen.
Yeah.
No, man. They throw ball, they fat.
What did these women do again? What was their jobs?
What's that?
What did these women do again? Can you name them and their
Kathleen
occupations?
was going to school to be a veterinarian.
Who was?
Kathleen.
Okay.
Katie was an actress. And Catherine was a poet.
Okay, yeah.
Do you get them mixed up sometimes?
No.
Because it sounds like you just did.
I actually did.
Does your wife
I know all of them. They were all quite horrible to me.
I thought Katie was the vet.
What's that?
You said Katie was the vet.
No, Kathleen. Kathleen was the vet. Katie was the actress.
Okay.
And Catherine was the poet.
But Mike, who was on first?
Yeah.
Or under. What about the Rock situation? Could you tell us more about
I had
that?
a friend who was a reporter for CBC, and I was living in Toronto at the time, and we went to the Sky Dome to watch Raw. And what we did was I used his press pass, and I pretended that I was the reporter because I would do a lot of camera work for him. And one thing I said, I'll do some free camera work for you if you let me be the reporter. And then I will go and interview people. Like I got to interview Sable, who's the hot chick. And I would be like, answer your question, like, and I got to and I interviewed The Rock. And I told him that you're amazing, you're great. And this is how racist I am. I did say that I truly believe that you will be the first champion of color in the WWF. I swear to God, bro, you're going to be the heavyweight champion. And he's like, oh, that's nice. And he was like, you're not really a reporter, are you? And I'm like, no, I'm a stand-up comic. I kind of just snuck in here. I do stand-up comedy. I actually call myself the most electrifying entertainer of my generation, which was his catchphrase. And he started using it like a month or two later.
Okay.
So, but also Vince McMahon had used it on a Survivor Series recap special recently. So he might have got it from me, or he might have got it from Vince McMahon 10 years before. But anyway, that's a true story.
So, Kate, you used to call yourself the most electrifying comedian of your generation.
I did. And a lot of hosts would go, your next act told me to say that he is the most electrifying entertainer of his generation. And it was crazy. And I would end sets with Bon Jovi's It's My Life. And it would go, it's my life, Mike P has done it again. And then once again, his show forever. Don't be worried, don't be afraid. Because Mike P's gonna come back another day. It's my life. And I'm just rapping over Bon Jovi. And then the headliner would have to go on and be like, what the fuck is this guy rapping to Bon Jovi for fucking 4 minutes after he did like 10 minutes of jokes about Transformers? So yeah, that was when I was a younger comedian, people had problems with me. I'm still here. What do you know?
Oh, wow. What a journey.
What a journey. These are all true stories.
Are there any final questions for Mike?
I feel like I have so many.
Yeah. I have so many. Like, the show's going to be 4.5 hours now.
I definitely think Monica is
Workshops. How to have a mediocre career in comedy. If you want to stay in the middle of the road, follow my workshop.
All right. Okay. Carly, what do you think is the lie?
All right. I know we're all jumping on all his sexual partners.
Yeah.
So many.
Slutty old Mike, they call him.
Domination, Carly.
I believe. The thing is my husband can't even tell me the name of the first girl that he kissed. So
he's lying.
I don't know.
When you're 18 years old, you remember stuff, Carly.
I think he was like 43. No, okay. Okay, I think that the Rock one is the lie. I think the Rock one is a little bit. It's got a little bit too much whipped cream on it. I think the Rock. I'm going with the Rock.
You're describing the poster I have in my bed.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I have to get off
Rock
of
with the whipped cream.
Your poster when you go to Elspeth's bed, it's like there's a little bit too much whipped cream here.
Aliya, what is?
They're all lies.
Carly, his name is Dwayne, by the way.
What's that?
His name is Dwayne, by the way.
Yeah, please. He's a respected actor now.
Yes. He was in Rampage.
In a new Jumanjis.
Yes, he's been in 2 Jumanjis.
Mike, I feel like you just have something about you that's just very it's very hard to trust you. So I'm having a hard time.
It's his penis. It's his penis.
Oh,
it's my penis.
I was trying to put my finger on it.
You just have to lie. It's one of these things about being a man. You don't understand. I gotta brag and lie and ruin people.
All right, Aliya.
How did you end up with The Rock again? You faked being a journalist, and then you ended up talking to him because
my friend was a journalist for CBC in Toronto, and then I would do some free camera work for him. So what I did was I said, if you hold the camera and we use your press credentials to get backstage to the Sky Dome in Toronto to see Raw, we can go backstage and interview wrestlers and I can just meet them. And that's when I met Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. In 1998.
No, nobody asked. No one asked.
And you told him,
I was about to actually.
and you told him that you like to call yourself.
Yes. The most electrifying entertainer of his generation, which is what he ended up calling himself on Raw like a month later.
Not the most electrifying comedian, but the most electrifying wrestler of his generation.
No, entertainer. Because when I was a young comedian, I was not allowed to call myself a comedian by the other comedians that were on the stage. So when I came up, I said, I'm a comedian. They would go, no, Mike, you are not a comedian. You're an entertainer.
Why?
You are. And then I said, you're right. I am. I'm the most electrifying entertainer of my generation. Now, I signed up for this open mic, so you have to let me play.
Why would you not let you call yourself?
No more questions. Make your guess.
Comedians are jerks. They're all. I was bullied a lot when I was a young comedian.
Okay.
But I was also like a complete maniac. So, but.
You had a system, a bandana system.
Yeah, the bandana system.
I really bandana. I wore Bill Cosby sweaters a lot. I used to wear a lot of sweaters and sweat too much because I was a real fan of Bill Cosby because I thought he was a great man.
How'd that work out for you?
You said what?
It worked out so terribly because I made a lot of life choices about how I was going to live my life because of Bill Cosby. No. I would wear like sweaters in the summertime and just be like sweating. Because I wanted to be like the next Bill Cosby.
The reason you got bullied was because you kept trying to get people into your multi-level marketing program for your bandana system.
Smart enough. I wish I had one.
You're like, get out.
I feel like George Clooney is a lie. I feel like that was almost a true story, but I feel like you bitched out. You probably bitched.
Or Charlie, I forget what your guess was.
You missed.
Bitched out. That's so misogynist.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah,
hey, don't not. Who says that bitch? Okay, no. Listen.
Yeah.
Carly, what was your guess?
Yes, I've forgotten now.
I know it was like 25 minutes
I'm sorry,
ago.
it was Dwayne. It was Dwayne.
Okay, you say Clooney, you say Dwayne. What is the lie? The suspense. What is it?
Oh, there's no Katie. There was never a Katie.
There was never a Katie.
Oh, I knew it. I was like, he's making it up. He added a woman.
You were so close, Aliya. You kept more like, and then I was like, I almost forgot Katie's name.
Well done. 2 points to Mike.
I was like, I'm not going to get away with this.
Damn it.
Yes.
You did say it correctly every time because I was waiting for that slip up as well. But
Me
yeah,
too.
Oh, that's
you
wild.
did really well with that one.
Which one did you think was the lie, Elspeth?
I wasn't sure actually. I kind of thought The Rock, but that seemed
Those are
like
actual
something a
true
comedian
stories.
would
It was
do.
wild.
Like, yeah.
That's great.
I know that's more delusional than lying, but never
Yeah.
mind.
No, this actually happened. And I did hit George Clooney with a snowball. It was pretty freaking epic. And I don't know which assistant director told me you can, please do. Somebody has to. Because we have to stop him because he spent too much time throwing snowballs. He was a really good director too, but he was excited about the snow outside of the studio, and he kept like going outside and getting like a bucket full of snowballs. And that was the thing they were doing was snowball fights.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Okay, at the end of that round, Aliya, you have 3 points. Carly, you have 4 points.
Oh.
Mike, you're in the lead with 5 points.
5 points!
But it's still anyone's game as we go into the next round, the how much round. So in this round, I will show you some interesting things that I found for sale on the internet. And you will tell me how much you think they cost. Our first item tonight comes from eBay. It is a vintage moving eyes teddy bear plush stuffed animal with a rubber face. So as you can see, this bear it's a little thick. It measures 14 inches tall. The bottom of the feet Hands and top of head feel like they have wood chips, while the body is softer. His eyes open and close. A small stain on the top of the head. I have not and will not try to clean him, is what the description reads. How much for this dirty-headed bear from eBay? Carly, how much do you think he costs?
We start with me. Did it have an age on it? Did it have a date?
It didn't, no, just vintage. I'm guessing 60s from the looks of it.
We're gonna give this bear $49.99.
$49.99, okay. Mike, how much do you think this bear costs?
$3.
$3? Okay.
Looks like a
You
piece of
were
trash
so
to me.
confident. And Aliya, how much for this bear?
You know, you're not gonna believe this, but I have the exact same bear, right? Just his brother. It's at least $173.
$173. Okay. Oh, we've got some good guesses in the chat. Andrea is saying it has bell nipples, so you can hear it coming when it stalks you at night. It is a great feature for a creepy bear. I love that. Aloe is saying $100. Nikki is saying $86. Janice with $75. Ash with $96. It costs $66.
Oh,
And 97 cents.
Oh.
So Carly, you get the point. Well done.
Can I get the bear? I want
You
the bear.
do. It's behind you already. Can't you hear it whisper singing to you?
I hear sniffles.
Our next item comes from Neil Laney on Etsy. It is a unicorn bearded dragon costume. So this outfit for a bearded dragon, an adult bearded dragon, the hat fits any size of head. You can see it's handmade, gorgeous, stunning. You know, definitely put some bass in your walk with this.
Does
Beautiful
the
item.
dragon come with it, or is it just the
It's
thing?
just the outfit, unfortunately. But I have hundreds of bearded dragons. So if you want one, I'll just mail it to you.
Is that a real iguana?
Yeah, it's for a real iguana. You can dress up your bearded dragon. Mike, how much do you think it costs?
I'm gonna say $24.
$24. Okay. Aliya, how much do you think it costs?
I would like to know if they make those for humans.
It does look cozy.
I feel like I could rock those colors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna say, Mike, what was your guess?
$24.
$25. Thank you.
Oh wow, ruthless.
Somebody watched The Price is Right.
I know.
Tell Katie I said what's up.
And Carly, how much do you think it cost?
Okay, I think it cost $46. Is that macaroni on the table on that one shot? Or do they poop macaroni?
does that change your price?
No.
Definitely.
There.
Oh.
Is that macaroni?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's shedding. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they put it for measurement.
Yeah, that's a huge dragon. That's a whole spaghetti noodle. Okay, we've got some guesses in the chat. $60, $35, $30, and $100. Because custom ain't cheap.
Oh,
That's true. It's bespoke. It is
A bespoke bearded dragon outfit.
Bespoke.
Carly, you get the point by $1. It is $36.79. So you're all quite close. So
you should go on 26. God damn it.
Well done, Carly. Okay, our next item is this is from Neiman Marcus, so it's fancy. It's Maison Margiela. Oh, beautiful Italian coming from me. Future destroyed high top sneakers. So Maison Margiela deconstructs their future high top with heavy distressing, leather, textile, round toe, made in Italy.
Like they made this on purpose?
Yes, these are deconstructed sneakers. They're actually sold out at Neiman Marcus. It was hard to find a price, but I was able to find one. Aliya, how much do you think they cost?
I don't know what Neiman Marcus is.
It is it's kind of like Nordstrom.
Tell her nothing.
I don't know what Nordstrom is.
It's the store.
It's white.
I don't know what stores are.
It's bread that's white, and you put it into the toaster.
I'd eat that.
That's saying someone stepped in a shredder. That is what it looks like. Andrea, sold out or sold out? Well done.
Nice, Andrea.
And Vance saying it can't be worth more than $2.
Yo, Vance, stop following me. Inside joke. Now it's an outside joke. I'm gonna say $490.
$490. Okay. Mike, how much do you think these cost?
$711.
$711. Okay. And Carly, how much do you think these
Carly looks like she knows what she's doing. She's like looking at these.
No, listen, I'm going to sound so straight right now. Kicks are not in my wheelhouse.
Okay.
I know. My gut said originally $899.
$899.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the chat is saying. $1,000, but they look horrible.
You know,
$550.
I thought I was saying too much money because I was like
$1,400.
$520 is a lot of money to me. I'm like, those are super expensive. They're like $5.
I know. I like my gut was like $1,600, but I was like, don't go crazy.
Carly, you get the point. But you should have trusted
with a box cutter doing something.
Yeah,
you know it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, Carly, you should have trusted your gut. You are all way under. These are $1,781.96, which is the deal breaker for me.
I knew it. I felt it inside.
Yeah. So that's truly horrendous and makes me want to cry.
If you add up all of our totals, we'd get the total.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So upset.
It's very upsetting. It is. I'm sorry to upset you all. This next item, our final item of the evening, is sure to upset you further. This is from Etsy, and it's a taxidermy. Taxidermy turtle ninja frog Raphael. Beautiful ninja turtle Raphael measures 12 centimeters, solid wooden base. The ninja turtle can be detached from the base. So it's a taxidermied frog dressed up as a turtle, and it loves you. Carly, what is your guess?
Taxidermy is not cheap. And Mike used to have sex with a taxidermist. I'm out of it on this one. $350.
$350, okay. Aliya?
I am. Just the one turtle sold separately?
Yeah, just the one turtle. The person did have all of them in their shop, though.
Did they?
Were they all frogs?
Yeah.
Could you buy them in like a bundle deal?
I don't believe so, no.
Solid.
Otherwise, I would have had that bundle deal.
You said solid wooden base?
Yeah, it's a solid wood base.
Like what kind of? Is it oak or is
Yeah,
it...
what kind of wood, you know?
It's a fine mahogany.
Oh, mahogany. I'm gonna go with
honestly, it looks like a piece of scrap wood. Sorry?
525.
525?
It's gonna be like that, is it?
Yeah.
And
bid?
Mike,
Carly,
how much do you think this costs?
How much did Carly bid?
Carly bids $350.
They're coming for me. Wrap it up. Get this.
Elspeth, I just want to take a moment, and I don't want to like waste too much time, but I would like to talk about the plight of the North American river frog, because they're actually disappearing from our landscape right now, and something like this can bring. We have to protect our rivers and streams, especially our swamps. Swamps are exactly where you get a lot of the flotsam and the jetsam, and you can actually, when they got rid of like in Abbotsford, BC, it was built on a swamp. They got rid of that swamp, and then it flooded. So if you kept more places for our frogs and to live, we wouldn't have great flooding like we do. And I'm going to say, anyway, I just said protect the frogs.
That is true. I've
Ribbit.
heard that.
I want to say ribbit, goddammit. I will say, I'm sorry, what were the two other bids? I'm so sorry.
525 from Aliya and $350 from Carly.
I'm going to say $349.
Oh, wow. Plain.
I love frogs, but I don't give two shits about you, Carly. No,
all right, here's what the chat had to say about this frog before I tell you the price. $275, $150, $88, $200, but I'm going to sleep tonight. Aloe, you've watched this show enough. You should know what to expect from me. $175, $195, and Vance, $100 for the regular. It's like $120 because it's custom. Okay. Mike, you get the point on this one. You were all, it was sneaky of you, but you get it. It was, the actual price is $174.76.
My goodness.
So congratulations.
People are willing to spend more on those sneakers than they are on this adorable frog?
Yes, this is work.
It detaches from the base, Carly. Do you understand? You can cuddle it at night without that base in your way.
You can take it into the bath with you.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh God! If only it had bell nipple tassels.
Breast pocket. You know.
Okay, at the end of that round, it is a tight game for some contestants. Aliya,
listen,
listen, I got married for a green card.
I should have consummated that, motherfucker.
Aliya, you have 3 points. Mike, you have 6 points. And Carly is in the lead with 7 points.
Wow.
But it's very much anyone's game as we go into our final round.
Well, there's more?
The lightning
my
round.
Underdog moment. This is it. I can feel it.
Yeah. In this round, I will ask you a series of rapid fire questions. The point will go to whomever I hear answer correctly first. So don't wait. Just shout out your answers.
What? What's this?
Get ready. Get stretched.
Come back.
Yeah. Anyone can take it in this round. Are you ready for the lightning round?
No,
Yeah, but
no, just need a second.
okay. Wait. I just want to say all the Canadian type questions. I don't know. I know nothing about Anna Green Gables. I don't know.
All of
And we
these questions
understand
are
that you
about
had a
Anna
country
Green
that
Gables.
was great, and then you made it great again. But we don't know anything else about it.
All right, it is time for the lightning round. Who sang the hit song Thriller?
Mike
Paterson.
Was Mike. Where does Batman live?
In a cave.
in the Batcave. No, at Gotham Manor.
Gotham
Wayne Manor.
Gotham City. What color is absinthe?
Blue.
Green. What movie features the song Hakuna Matata?
Lightning.
Good job, Aliya. What noise does a bird make?
Tweet.
Tweet.
Who was just named People's Sexiest Man Alive?
Idris Elba.
He should be. Paul
Ant-Man,
Rudd.
the guy that plays Paul Rudd.
What is 3 times 3?
9.
6.
Who invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Who
Tesla.
played the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Wilson.
Where is the Sea of Tranquility?
On the moon.
Good job. Who wrote Alice in Wonderland?
The person.
Lewis Carroll.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Good job. Spell the word cat.
C-A-T.
How many provinces are in Canada?
State.
10.
10.
12.
What letter comes after A?
B.
B.
Okay, wow. Well done, everyone.
Guys, I just won. Good
I
night.
crushed
As I tally up your final scores, can you please tell our beautiful audience where people can find you, what you're up to, if you've got anything to promote? Mike, where can people find you? What are you up to?
So if you ever need vitamins, Amway is. Oh, sorry. I'm on Twitter. I'm at Patterson Tweets. Instagram, it's Patterson Grams. On Facebook, I'm Mike Paterson, and I have a website. Yeah, I don't know. I do stuff, but for the most part, I'm just hanging out. Yeah, I don't know. I'll do a show in your basement if you want, but over Zoom because I'm afraid of COVID. Yeah, that's great. So that's me. And my phone number and my PIN number is 6752.
And Katie, if you're still out there. All right, excellent. Carly, where can people find you? Do you have anything going on?
No, I'm waiting for lockdown to be lifted. I'm waiting for things to reopen. I had shows.
There's a lockdown happening?
I know, right? So yeah, Instagram, it's Carly Baker is a joke. Carly Baker comedian on Facebook. You'll normally find me on upstairs next to my kitchen. That's about it. I'm lonely. It's cold here. Yeah. It's really depressing. I'm trying to make it sound less depressing. I warm my clothes with a hairdryer before I put them on since I moved here. It's amazing. I'm so glad that I moved to this Iceland.
Yeah, it's truly, truly wonderful. And Aliya, all of us want to know, where can we follow you?
I will give you my address now, Vance. Mike, where was it again?
Come to
you answered the door. Vance is there with flowers. Wait, what was the question?
Where can people find you? Do you have anything to promote?
Yeah. I would like to promote myself. Follow me virtually.
Yeah.
Unless your name starts with a V and ends with ants. Aliya .comedy or Aliya Comedy with a K, spelled with a K because of my last name, Kanani. Aliya Comedy.
Like Katie.
Like Katie. K for Katie, except for not.
Quite real.
She's a lie. And you can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, and I will start posting again one day. And then also, I do have things coming up, but I just don't know for sure because of lockdown.
Okay, well, we will follow you and find out.
Find out.
And as always, you can follow me at on Instagram, Elspeth_Wright, at Battle of Wits. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe and share. We'll be back every Friday until this lockdown ends. And next week, we've got Ali Hassan and Vivith K. It's going to be, and another guest that is TBD. It's going to be super fun. Can't wait. But obviously not as fun as tonight because you guys, you're the real heroes.
We are.
And thank you so much for being on. Now it's time to end the pleasantries and tell you the final scores. You did really well in that lightning round. There was a lot of answering at the same time, so it was a little hard. But Aliya, at the end of the game, you have 7 points.
Oh shit!
Well done.
Watch out, Carly. Oh, wait a minute.
Mike?
You get more.
Oh, my baby.
Mike, you have 11 points.
That's
And
not
Carly, you also have 11 points.
Oh,
It is a tie.
Yay!
Oh.
Congratulations.
Each other out? Is that not how that works?
So no, now we have to have a knife fight.
Yeah. Yeah, meet me down by the canal where the old horse stables are. And
She's putting her glass.
I was actually thinking you'll tie our wrists together with a blue bandana.
Oh yeah, like
And
in
Mike
Beat It,
system.
written by Michael Jackson, who also wrote Thriller.
I was
exactly.
thinking more like
You looking for Star Trek?
Yeah.
The actual song is dun, 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 written by Alexander Courage. I know a lot of trivia.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. I think this might possibly be the longest episode, but dang, it was entertaining. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to everyone who watched. Please remember to like and subscribe and share, and we will be back next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.